Hey, Grey Coat. Hey, PK. Laundry? Yeah, I did my laundry yesterday. Hey, Dana. Hey, Anunnaki. New shirt? No, old shirt. A few minutes left on the washer. Hey, Rara. Yeah, I need to get. I should probably get myself some new shirts soon. I've got a lot of old ones. This one's got some holes in it. That's my day going. Just got off work, so meh. Also, that the stream I did on Monday for Don't Take It Personally, I Just Don't Like You. Yeah, copyright strike. So won't be able to monetize my videos of that game. I'm still gonna play it. I'm still gonna go through play through it. But yeah, my let's play of that particular game will not be monetizable. Alas. I think that's fine. Like I don't mind. Like it's not a big deal. Like I said, I probably should have checked first. Like I probably should have gone on Steam and asked the person, "Hey, is this okay?" That's on Utah lawmakers banning Pornhub. My thought is that apparently Utah has like the greatest like out of all the states, Utah has the highest population of people who use VPNs. Hey, Frida. Was I ever forced to work in the harsh conditions of 1960s Irish laundry at a school for blonde girls? I was not. Also, I genuinely don't believe that Utah has banned. I am quite confident that you're lying, Anunnaki. I don't actually believe for a second that Utah would ban Pornhub. Well, actually, there were those accusations against it, allegations about it having some like some underage content. And actually, looking it up, Utah passed. Oh, leaving already, Frida? So yeah, what happened is Utah passed a law requiring uh, age verification for pornographic sites. Hey, Polly. And Pornhub has blocked access as a result of that. On vacation last week, and this weekend still traveling. Oh. All right. Good night, Frida. Enjoy your vacation. Good night. So, do you have to verify? Yes, apparently. As far as my thoughts on that, I mean, first of all, like I said, Utah has apparently like the highest concentration of VPNs. Um, and on top of that, kids will like teenagers will find porn. All right. You cannot you cannot prevent a teenager from finding porn. Was I ever under the age of 18 years? Probably at some point. It's been like 20 years, so who knows? It's one of those things where like age verification, I'm not going to complain about it. Like I'm not going to complain about attempts to do like age verification on porn sites. Sure, why not? Go for it. But just be aware that all you're doing is making teenagers go through a few extra steps. Hey, Liberace, probably not even all that many extra steps, just a few extra steps to get the porn. Because they will find it. It's what they do. Like I don't know if anyone else, like I don't know if anyone remembers being a teenager, but would I date a Mormon? Probably not. You quit watching porn, Cheech? I mean, probably a good decision, frankly. Have I ever seen an image of a nude woman on the internet? Nudity on the internet? I have received unsolicited nudes on the internet. Anyway, there's probably a discussion to be had about how we view sexuality, how we view sex, and the way sex gets stigmatized and blah, blah, blah. There's probably a discussion to be had about that. I'm not the one who's gonna have it. Not a goddamn chance. Just some chocolate covered raisins. As long as men exist, I will use my girl card. Yep. Would you rather there be a stigmata on sex, or would you rather there be a stigma on sex, or experience stigmata when I watch the porn? Stigma. Stigmata sounds painful. Plus, I'm not sure. I'm not sure blood makes a great lube. You know. Did I ever get hazed? No. No, it wasn't really that kind of college. Dries too quickly. Yeah. Anyways, how's everyone doing? What's everyone up to lately? What's the buzz, as they used to say? I got nothing to talk about. Lasagna. Cool, cool. Favorite roller skate themed musical? I don't know that I've ever actually watched any. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually watched a roller skate themed musical. I haven't watched many musicals. There's very few that I've ever actually watched. Can't think of any that had roller skates in them. Excited for the coronation. Why? Yes, now I'm telling you, I did work today. And hey, now. Hairspray? Never watched Hairspray. It was a couple of days ago. There was a. Let me take a look here. I want to see if I can find the clip. Drive-in movies never been to a drive-in movie. Apparently, 3/4 of people in Scotland don't care about the coronation. Let's see if I can find the chant. Amazing Northern Lights. I did not. I did not see the Northern Lights. Find the book. Which book? Oh, wait, which book? Am I allergic to anything? Possibly bees. Air Jordan 1 Spider-Man story. I don't even know what you're talking about, Nikki. Yeah, here's Scotland's reaction to the coronation. What they're saying is, you can shove your coronation up your arse. Shove your coronation, you can shove your coronation, you can shove coronation up your arse. Scottish friend hates the Royals. Yep. 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 What did I say, scapegoat? I don't know what you're talking about, scapegoat. What? No, I didn't. Find the book and read it silently on the street. What? The hell are you talking about? I didn't say it. Oh, and I said I'm allergic. Bee stings, then fine. I am possibly allergic to bee stings. Yeah, yeah. The Scots not fans of the royal families of the royal family. So yeah, I'm not going to be watching the. I don't really care about the coronation. I couldn't care less about the coronation. Fuck King Charles. Fuck Charles. Who cares? What do I care about him? Yeah. What good does he do as king? You know, like what the hell is the point of having him as king? And I'm going to see Metallica this summer. I'm not. I blame society. What's on David Rockefeller passing away at 101? 101? Not sure who that is, but that's a good long life. Long life, so good for him. He was the Rocketeer. Ah. Yeah, for Metallica. I lost a lot of respect for Metallica over the Napster shit. And then my tastes in music just generally changed, and I just enjoyed Metallica less on a musical level. Then they did fucking Saint Anger, and I lost even more respect for them over that shit. And they did a fucking Unforgiven 3, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, come on. Stop doing sequels to your own songs, guys. Come on, dude. Come on. And Unforgiven 2 sucked already. Ride the Lightning. Ride the Lightning or Kill 'Em All. I preferred Lightning. I preferred Ride the Lightning. I might even go so far as unrealistically, Master of Puppets is probably the better album. Um, but I don't know. I feel like Ride the Lightning had just a lot of banger songs, you know? Fight Fire with Fire, Ride the Lightning, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Fade to Black, Trapped Under Ice, Creeping Death, and Call of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu. Yeah, like a lot of really good songs on that album. Like I don't re- I don't really remember I don't really remember Trapped Under Ice, Escape, or Creeping Death very well. But like the first half of that album is just banger after banger after banger after banger, and then it ends with another banger. The other three tracks I think were pretty good. I think the other three tracks were all pretty good. Master of Puppets is good too. It's got a lot of great tracks. I feel like in terms of the instrumentals, Orion isn't as good as Call of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu. Yeah, Battery's a banger. Master of Puppets is great is a banger. Thing That Should Not Be is really good. I don't really remember Welcome Home Sanitarium or Disposable Heroes or Leper Messiah. I don't really remember Damage Inc. either. It's been a long time since I really listened much to Metallica, so I don't remember most of those songs. And Justice for All, title track was awesome, and one obviously was iconic. Do I have a need to clean my plate? Yeah, I usually try to finish. I usually try to finish my meal. Whenever I eat, I usually try to finish it. And Justice for All is, I feel is sort of like one of the weaker of their one of their weakest of their first five tracks, or one of like probably the weakest of their first five albums. And Justice for All is probably on the whole the weakest of their first five albums. Kill 'Em All is the roughest because they hadn't really figured themselves out yet. Yeah, but even that one's got Hit the Lights and the Four Horsemen, Jump in the Fire, Seek and Destroy. No Remorse. Then the Black Album was sort of them sort of going a little bit more mainstream. They sort of their sound. The Black Album was them at their most pop metal, so to speak. Their most accessible stuff after that's like honestly, I like Load and Reload. I do actually like those albums. Or did at least. Like I did actually like those albums. Especially Reload. I thought Reload was actually on the whole a pretty solid album. The Fuel, or not The Fuel, but Fuel. Come on, give me fuel, give me fire, give me ah. Why does Metallica attract so many nerds? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But then Saint Anger sucked. I'm pretty sure I listened to Death Magnetic when it came out and thought that Death Magnetic sucked. I haven't listened to their didn't listen to their last album, Hardwired to Self Destruct, and I'm not going to listen to it. What do I care? I'm done with. Like I stopped caring about Metallica a long time ago. Never liked Slayer. Slayer never appealed to me. Also, that live album they did with the San Francisco Symphony. That was really good. I used to put that shit on fucking like I'd put that album in my Discman and just put that shit on repeat. Seether. Never listened to Seether, except for the Veruca Salt song. Seether by Veruca Salt is a great song. Not their best, but, you know, a really good song. Still listen to that one. My mom loves that song. I mean, it's a great song. It's catchy, and it's just, in the video they eat ground beef. I don't really remember the video very well. What's wild is Veruca Salt came back a few years back. Like they reunited not long, just a few years ago, and their styles changed a lot. Um, they have, their sound has definitely grown. It's definitely matured. They're fucking amazing. What was the last time? Yeah, Eight Arms, or wait, Ghost Notes. They did an album Ghost Notes back in 2015. And it was really good. Gospel According to Saint Me, Black and Blonde, Eyes on You, Love You Less, Empty Bottle. Like a lot of really good songs. Alternica. Some absolute fucking amazing songs. ASYL. So yeah, Veruca Salt like sort of apparently like broke up, like went on hiatus in like 2012, came back in 2015, and we're just killing it. They put out their fourth album in 2006, I guess. Am I liking work so far? Yeah, it's work. So yeah, like in 2006, they put out their fourth album, and then they didn't put out another album until 2015. But that album was killer. Babes in Toyland. Yeah, yeah, I've got a couple of Babes in Toyland songs on my computer. Only a couple. I haven't really. There's someone that'd probably be worthwhile for me to check out some more of. I just never really think to do it. Um, yeah, Drivin', Sweet 69, and Catatonic are the Babes in Toyland songs I've got. Yeah, Catatonic. Yeah, that's one of the ones I have. I have to say Space 692. There you go. Yeah, like I said, they're a band that probably should check out some more of, just because I do like the three songs I've got by them. A little bit tired of them, honestly. They've been on my playlist long enough that I've heard them enough times that they don't always, I'm not always in the mood for them. L7, not sure of that one. Green Day. I've got a couple of Green Day songs. I think Basket Case. I think I've actually still got American Idiot on my computer. It's a fun song. So yeah, I've got American Idiot, Basket Case, Hitching a Ride, Welcome to Paradise, and When I Come Around. So I do have those Green Day songs. Still like the song Jar by Green Day. Not sure if I know that one. Yeah, I've got sort of the main, like I've got sort of the main Green Day songs. I did have Dookie, but even then, out of Dookie, like is one of those things where, like, I don't know, Dookie is one of those songs with like, a few singles and then some filler. Like some albums by some bands, that's sort of what you get. Some killer, some filler, as as they say. One killer, mostly filler, or something like that. So yeah, Dookie. I feel like, from what I recall, Dookie was one of those albums that's like, they've got a couple of songs. They've got a couple of good, it had a couple of good songs, but a lot of filler. Keep saying I'm going to use it one day. I mean, like, I'm not the one who came up with it. Like, I think it's some killer, mostly, or like some killer, mostly filler. I think was like, I think that's sort of like a. I think that phrase goes back. That phrase goes back decades. Like that, I'm pretty sure that phrase might be older than I am. Like that phrase might actually be older than I am. Because like I'm pretty sure bands would put out like greatest hits albums, titled "All Killer No Filler," back in like the '80s. All killer no filler is probably the term that gets heard more often these days, and has like the term that gets thrown around more for a long time. Anyone get the Fall Out Boy Crynal? Crynal? Is that vinyl, but like because they're emo? Is that what Crynal is? Do I have Fall Out Boy? I think it comes frozen. The only what's weird? New vinyl infused with their own tears. Alright. Genuinely, that's funny. That is genuinely funny. Fall Out Boy, hey, Color Purple. Fall Out Boy is not a band I was ever really able to get into, but yeah, credit where it's due. That's funny. The only Fall Out Boy song I have on my computer is a cover they did of "What's This" from a tribute album to Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack. Yeah, a few years back, there was like this tribute album to the soundtrack for The Nightmare Before Christmas. They got a bunch of bands, a bunch of different bands and artists to do songs for it. And that cover is good. It is a good cover. Who else is on there? I know can't remember who else is on there. The Polyphonic Spree. That's actually a band that I like. The Polyphonic Spree. I've got a couple albums I like, or a couple songs I like. Marilyn Manson, apparently. Amy Lee. Well, if that doesn't just tell you when that album came out. "2008, yeah. All American Rejects. Shiny Toy Guns album with Plain White Tees. So yeah, most of it is not stuff that I like, but wait a minute. Hold on a second, list credits. Oh, this credit's a different band. I need to check on that. Rage Against the Machine? No, Rage Against the Machine was not part of it. Rise Against was part of it. So yeah, nothing. Yeah, honestly, like a bunch of bands that I'm not interested in. I confuse them as if I've ever listened to Rage Against the Machine. Funnily enough, I've listened to Rage. I've never listened to Rise Against. Rise Against is not my thing. Rage Against the Machine, they've got some amazing tracks, amazing songs. U2, Rock Gods, or Overhyped. Little of both. You know, they're not my thing. U2 is not my thing. I don't really enjoy U2. But, you know, obviously they're good at what they do. They're good at the best Rage Against the Machine song. Testify. Probably. Also, Bulls on Parade. But yeah, it's like, yeah, for Rage Against the Machine, it's like Testify is like the song. But also Bulls on Parade. I believe that's a song that features the phrase, some of those that work forces are the same as uh, crap, I'm forgetting the exact phrasing. Or Killing in the Name. That's the name. Killing in the Name. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Yeah, that's the song Killing in the Name. Which, yeah. That tells you everything you need to know about Rage Against the Machine right there. But Bulls on Parade is definitely another of their big songs as well. And like I said, Testify, KMFDM. Never listened to them. Minor Threat, no. On a side note, if you do find Rage Against the Machine's music too aggressive, is it possible to dismantle authority without listening to Rage Against the Machine? Possible, but it's harder. I think it's probably harder. Yeah, if you do find Rage Against the Machine too musically aggressive, there's also Brass Against the Machine, which is this group who does brass covers of Rage Against the Machine songs. They're pretty fun. That's cool. It is. It's fun. Type music. I mean, just a lot of indie shit. Melancholy, Heartless Bastards, Ting Tings, Priscilla On, Wet Leg, Portugal the Man. The Go Team is really good. My favorite song right now. A favorite song is probably sort of a three-way. It's probably Fine on the Outside by Priscilla On, along with Down in the Canyon by the Heartless Bastards, and The Loneliest Girl from the Carol and Tuesday soundtrack. Misfits? Nah, I was never into the Misfits. I gotta go pee. Give me a second. I gotta go pee. I'm back. Got a lot of members. Hey, Emma. Not really. I've got. I think I might be under 100 members now. Almost like definitely. Yeah, I'm down to like 83 members. My membership has gotten even lower than I expected. Which, whatever. It's just that it's just that Van and Scapegoat are the two people most active in here right now. So you just keep seeing those two pop up, and they happen to be members. So it's not that there's a lot of members in here right now. It's just the only two people active are members. Hey, Color Purple. Yeah, you've sort of been quietly watching us talk about watching me, Savannah, and Scapegoat talk about music. Do you think patches are cool? Of course. Like leather jacket patches? Of course. Yes, Emma, I did work tonight. It was meh. Got off my job and this for my second job. I mean, this barely counts as a job. Yeah, like this is really barely a job. This is just me talking shit, talking about shit. Don't your eyes get super tired from screens? Not particularly, no. Oh, good night, Val. You're getting paid at the job. This is a side hustle. Hey, Kelly. Emma, to move out? No. Um, Not to move out because rents are fucking stupid. At least there. It is 3 where I am right now. Yeah, moving out. Rents are just fucking stupid. If I were to move out, it would eat up. It would mean like rent would eat up most of what I make in a month. It would mean that like it would put me back to like it would put me very, very close to living month to month or living paycheck to paycheck. I'd be left very close to a paycheck to paycheck lifestyle if I got my own apartment. It is legitimately ridiculous how much rents cost these days. It does like it doesn't even like rents don't even make sense anymore. Like it genuinely doesn't make sense how much rent costs these days. Because like it's not like wages are going up. You save double the amount. Does that mean you live comfortably? Save double the amount of what, Vanna? Oh, thanks, Emma. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if I what you meant, Vanna. A lot of people are circling right now. Yep, because of fucking capitalism. Whatever you make now, if you saved it for a year, then worked, would be like enough plus more. Enough for what? Hey, Megan Fox. Like, would it be enough for what? Rent? Well, no, I mean, it'd still be like the same issue where, rent is stupid. I don't know. I'll see what my position is in a year. I'll see what my position is in a year. Or, a few months or whatever. So, like the tub. I look buff. Nah, Megan, it's probably just fat. Exactly, Melancholy. That's the plan. I do want to save up some money. And there's a couple things I want to splurge on. There are a couple things that I want to blow a fairly large amount of money on. I do still plan on getting a new laptop. What I'm thinking is once I see what the requirements are for Star Trek Resurgence, because I do want to play Star Trek Resurgence. So once I see what the specs are for that, what the requirements are for that, I'll get a laptop. Staples has a really good sale going on right now. I was looking at one. I was looking at one laptop, like $850, which is not bad at all. Had pretty good specs, good enough to play, like good enough to run like Life is Strange remastered. Um, I can't imagine that Star Trek Resurgence will have much greater requirements than that one. Probably going to be fairly similar requirements. So pretty good odds I'll be able to just get that laptop. And like I said, that's even at once tax are factored in, like $1,000. Not bad for a pretty good laptop. that is like sort of geared towards gaming. The other expensive things that I want to spend some money on. The other big expensive thing I want to spend some money on. I do want to see about getting an autism diagnosis. And hell, maybe an ADHD diagnosis as well. We'll see on that, I guess. Paying $1,300 for mine 5 years ago. It's burnt. What? Autism? Autism diagnosis? Or ADHD diagnosis? Which one did you not hear, Emma? Is that expensive? Yep. Yeah, looking at a couple $1,000 for that. I pace somewhat frequently, and my friend asked if I have maladaptive daydreaming. Maybe. Yeah, so like an autism diagnosis, you are looking at like 1,500 to $2,000, potentially even more. Paid 2,500 for my son autism diagnosis last week. Yep, it is. As with so many things, it is kind of ridiculous how expensive that costs. And I'd hope to God it falls for that price. If you're getting the diagnosis, like if you're willing to pay for the diagnosis, there's probably pretty good odds that you're pretty confident. That, yeah. Like I said, I am pretty confident that I'm probably autistic, that I'm probably on the spectrum. I remember like a couple months ago, I saw someone on Twitter talking about autism tests and like sort of in a humorous manner and saying like the test will have a question like do you have trouble wearing socks, and you'd be like, no, as long as I put them on in a specific way, it's fine. It's like, yeah, it's, as long as I put them on in a specific way and they fit my to make them suit my specific uh, patterns or whatever. And it's like, oh, it's like, it's like, yeah, kinda. Like, first of all, I kind of have a problem not wearing socks more often than not. But also, yeah, they have to like they have to be on properly. Whenever I put on socks, I need to make sure that I am putting them on properly. Like, I don't like wearing socks without, or I don't like wearing jeans without socks. I need, like, if I'm wearing jeans, I need to have socks on for that. So, it's one of those things. It's like, shit. Are those indicators? Because if those are indicators, and then no one in my family has been diagnosed with autism. And I don't think anyone in my family, has any particularly strong indicators of autism. I have very strong indicators of it. Associated with need for cognition. Seek any type of help. Um, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I would do with that diagnosis. Like, I'd have to sort of see what options are available for what to do with it after I get it. This will be at least a couple more months down the line. I wouldn't expect it to happen any earlier than maybe August. Because with how expensive it is, I do want to make sure that I've got, that even after I do it, I've got a good chunk of money saved up. So I don't expect to do that any earlier than like August. Did they pay for testing? Nope. I mean, I think like there's specific circumstances where they might, but for me, a 38-year-old, no, I would not be able to get any sort of. I don't think any sort of. I don't think I'd be able to get any sort of testing for it. Hard getting mental health services in Canada. Kinda, it can be. They give you a badge, but when you do the diagnosis, they're like, "Here's your official autism badge." Just flash that whenever people give you weird looks. Hmm. Probably times where that probably would be helpful, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'll have to do some reading up on it. Yeah, I mean it's one of those things where it's like I feel like there probably would be some advantages to it, so like some benefits that I would be able to get out of a diagnosis. Just not entirely sure what. I need to look into see what benefits it would be. Is there any way to make my insides accept alcohol? Practice, practice, practice. Just get drunk every night. And eventually help me get a disability compensation. Hey, docs. That is, yeah, that is one thing. If I ever, like, you know, the job, have I left the house recently? Yes, I left the house on Sunday. I went to, had dinner with my mom and my brother. And, you know, I went to the grocery store yesterday. Yeah, as part like if I do end up leaving my current job, then you know maybe being able to go on disability for my autism would probably be pretty helpful. Where'd I go to? We didn't go out. My brother cooked. He made some chicken. I've actually got a little bit of it in. I've actually got leftovers in a. Suppose I can show off the leftovers. I'll probably be having them for supper tomorrow, I think. So, yeah, I can just show off the leftovers here a little bit. So, yeah, some potatoes and not sure how good a view you're getting of the. Okay, so it's not a great. Wasn't a great. The light sort of meant you weren't getting a very good view. But whatever. No mic right here. Not in my bedroom now. I've got the one downstairs. I'm still, you know, the fact that there is one downstairs. It's nice potatoes. Yep. It does mean that I'm not. That it's not really crucial for me to have a microwave in my bedroom as well. Yes, I have a small fridge. It's a small fridge, not quite a mini fridge. It's it's like a half fridge. It's basically just like a half fridge that I've got up here. An entire box of mini potatoes with pepper while drunk and threw them up once. I don't know if you can have too many potatoes, but be careful. Potatoes are good. I mean, you can have too many potatoes, but they're good. Potatoes are good and they're filling. They're very filling. So yeah, I'll have to. I might still pick myself up a what's it? a microwave. Like I might pick myself up a microwave for my room. Be able to microwave myself up some popcorn at 1 a.m. if I want to watch a movie or something. Would be sort of what that would be for. But I mean, it's one of those things where like I don't really, I have my supper at like 8:30. So yeah, I usually get my lunch break at like 8:30. So I'll just microwave something for lunch. I can just do that in the downstairs, and then I don't really need any other meals. So having a microwave in my room isn't really a big priority. It's not a big deal. I'm fine without it. As we're going so far, yeah, it's okay. Occasional, some of the tickets end up being a bit weird, and I don't really know how to deal with them, and I just sort of fake my way through them. Got one. Got one that I can't talk about it because it's you know I don't want to tell people anything about where I work. But one ticket that's just gonna be a fucking pain in the ass. Just absolute fucking mess. Um, Coworkers become no, because I'm in remote work. None of them live in the same city. There's one who lives in Ottawa, but otherwise, but even then, that's Ottawa. I mean, I don't have a way of getting to Ottawa either. Um, so yeah, it's one of those things where like it's so you can't talk to your coworkers. There's a Slack channel that gets used but that's used really for work shit. So, but that's fine. Honestly, I don't really want to become friends with coworkers. Am I happy with my life right now? I don't know what happy looks like. I don't really know what it means to be happy. So I am living my life right now. Get me friends. Mother. Yeah, I like mother. You know what the issue with having friends is, Emma? You gotta do shit with them. You gotta like talk to them and hang out with them and do activities. Ugh, fucking awful. It's the worst. Gotta get friends that like the same things you do. Hey, Squishy. But like the things I like to do are just to sit around by myself. Yeah, like like watching. I like watching people play Mario Maker on YouTube. Like like watching YouTube videos of people playing Mario Maker. I like reading. I like reading webcomics and books. Do you think because you're depressed? I mean, kind of. But if you find friends that like those things too, I don't know. The things I like doing are not really group activities. Do you think having a partner would make you feel happy? I don't know. Slightly happier, maybe. But I don't know. Any goals? I do want to transition. The one goal I have is at some point to transition. I just need to figure out. I just need to figure out how to get off my ass and do it. Also, I need to figure out how to do it while living in Cornwall. Because Cornwall is apparently not very transition friendly. Not because of any sort of like, social stigma or anything like that. It's just, it's in kind of an awkward spot. Um, yeah, it doesn't really have a big enough population to justify a trans health clinic. And then Doug Ford, the premier of Ontario, is a fucking asshole. So he's been fucking with healthcare in Ontario, which is actually affecting telehealth services, making it extremely difficult to acquire ongoing care through telehealth services. And if you're transitioning, hey, that's transitioning is kind of an ongoing thing. So yeah, Cornwall just ends up being in a really awkward place for any sort of transition. How do you move elsewhere when I get the opportunity? I don't know. Because I mean, that's also going to cost money, and it's going to, yeah, I don't know. I suppose the smart thing for me to do would be to like be willing to date people outside my area. Yeah, if I'm gonna date, I prefer to keep it local. Not that I'm actually putting in any effort, but yeah. Like considering I do want to transition, like it's also weird because like I still look very much like a man. Um, Even when I shave, I look like a man. So it's one of those things where like finding, looking for looking to date someone is weird when I'm planning on changing how I look, especially because like I'd be looking for women who are open to dating trans women, but I'd be looking for women open to dating trans women while looking like I do. So, and it's entirely possible that I won't be able to start looking more like a woman until I get the fuck out of Cornwall. Shit, maybe even then. It depends. I'd have to move somewhere where I can find ongoing transition services, which tend not to be a thing in smaller cities. And big cities have higher rents. So long story short, I have no fucking clue what the hell's gonna happen for the what the fuck I'm gonna do in terms of transitioning. Will I pass? I'll probably never really pass. I doubt I'll ever truly pass. I'm 38 years old. There's only so much that hormones can do for me, and especially because I don't plan on having surgeries, and I don't plan on having wearing makeup. So the goal isn't really to pass. Feel the best as a woman? I don't know. That's hard to say. You don't drink it. I don't drink squishy. I don't enjoy alcohol, so I don't bother drinking. Like I don't like bars or clubs. And truthfully, like, there's only so many social things you can do in Cornwall. Like this town it's a fucked up. Like it's a shitty town. Go to trivia night and run it. Yeah, it is just it's a shitty town with nothing interesting to do. It's very much a hang out, drink beers, do pot, smoke pot. Like that's what Cornwall does. That's what Cornwall is. It's get together and drink beer, maybe smoke some pot, shoot the shit. Beyond that, there's honestly just not much to do. hang out in a Tim's parking lot. That's one of like Tim's parking lots are one of like the big gathering places. Shit, even the shopping situation is kind of tragic here. Like in some places, hey, let's go to the mall and do some shopping. The mall in Cornwall is in bad shape. Cornwall Square is in really rough shape. Half the storefronts are closed. it's, it's just not a healthy town. And like certainly not a town designed, or certainly not a town that is conducive towards finding activities. If you don't drink, there's just no other socialization options. If you don't drink, there's nothing. Hope I vlogged my day outside. I'm not comfortable filming outside. Like I'm not comfortable filming in public is the thing there. And like I said, filming where? Like just at a park? I don't want to. Yeah. Didn't realize how true that is. I mean, some cities are better for that than others. Some cities, you know, you can hit up museums as something to do. Some cities have all sorts of social activities that you can take part in. Get this YouTube check. My YouTube checks are, hey, Fernanda. My YouTube checks are not really going to contribute anymore. Honestly, like I'll probably be lucky to hit 300 a month off YouTube now. Almost like it does. It always has. It's not the crime-ridden wasteland it was when I was a kid, but shit, the crime hasn't been replaced with anything interesting. Yeah, as far as my YouTube check goes, like I said, I suspect I'll probably be lucky to hit 300 a month off YouTube now. Making 2,400 a month from my job, so that's not too bad. 23, 2,400, like 23 to 2,400 a month from my job. Use up and subset. It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean it's not bad. It's not bad at all. buy memberships to your channel with your check, then you'll be rich. Don't think it works like that. Buy money. Log a day going to the grocery store or go to a grocery store haul. I mean, like, you want my grocery store haul? Like, Swedish berries, some chips, 5 days worth of frozen dinners, microwave dinners. Like a grocery haul, there's nothing there. It's the same thing every week. It's a week's worth of microwave dinners, couple bags of chips, couple bags of chocolate covered raisins, bag or two of Swedish berries. They're just like little candies, squishy candies. So yeah, they're like like this gummy thing that are just shaped like berries. They're pure sugar. Sugar and wax, actually. Swedish berries. I think so. Basically, now. Yeah, they're just sugar and wax. Food reviews. I don't really like food enough. I should probably order a pizza soon for channel. Like, I probably should do like a pizza mukbang soon. Because I think it'd be interesting to show people. I think it'd be interesting to show people what Cornwall style pizza is. Because I think I've mentioned it a couple times on my channel about Cornwall style pizza. So I think I think that's something people would be interested in seeing, is what an actual Cornwall style pizza is. Anyway, it's been an hour and a half, so I think I'm going to end the stream here. I think I'm going to call it evening. This has been fun. I would watch pizza. Everyone wants to see pizza. Everyone wants to watch pizza. Pizza's pizza. Anyway, so thanks for coming. And good night for now.